Hi. I'm I looked this up on the internet. I found it, hope it goes with the topic for today. It's called The Elephant and the Rope. As my friend was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope that tied to the front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from the ropes that they were tied to, but for some reason, they did not. My friend saw a trainer nearby and asked why these beautiful, magnificent animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, he said, when they were very young and much smaller, we used the same size of rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. My friend was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. This story is an explanation of training elephants, but more so it is about the complexity of the power of the human psyche. The elephant is one of the strongest animals on earth, but can easily be bound by a simple, tiny piece of rope and a lot of habitual conditioning. The rope is nothing major, it's a very simple tool. However, in the mind of the elephant, that rope is unbreakable. The grown elephant has long given up on trying to break through the rope. She gave up when she was so small, so she had no idea what she would one day be capable of. That silly little rope seemed too much to overcome. She gave up because she stopped believing in herself. How many mental ropes do you have binding your thoughts and dreams? What things from your childhood do you still let hold you back? What limiting beliefs do you still allow to speak into your life? If a rope was tied to your sister's leg, keeping her from stepping forward, you would tell her to cut it off. But what about when it's on our own foot, tripping us when we try to take a small step? Do we even notice it, or have we already accepted it as part of who we are? How does a simple weak thread that we can so simply rip off the clothes suddenly become thick cables, unrelentingly holding us back from our dreams and happiest life? Our limiting beliefs about ourselves and our talents wrap around and constrict us. The threads may be made of the harsh words said to us as kids about our abilities, our worth, or woven from the shame of feeling you should have done this or that. Failure starts to add weight to the bonds. We believe less and less that we will ever break free and move forward. In all honesty and love, the truth is that our past is in the past. Bad things happened, we got hurt, we survived. It doesn't negate the validity of what you went through, but it is behind you. For some people, life was just fine. Nothing was really hard or sad, but we still don't really feel like we're worth much. In either scenario, the ropes are still there. Imagine being that baby elephant with this annoying rope tied to your leg, and you tug on it for days, even months, just trying out of curiosity to see what would happen. You may not even be trying to run away, you just pull at the rope to see the possibilities. Then as time goes by, trying and being disappointed isn't worth the possibility of a success or surprise. It becomes more and more comfortable as days go by to not even tug at the rope anymore, to just succumb to the mundane schedule of the trainers and following in the line with your elephant friends, never knowing what you are actually capable of. Years later, you have grown, become so much stronger and smarter than you know, but you never try to kick that foot out a little harder. You never give it that little tug and test how tough that rope really is. Think about that for just a moment. A full-grown elephant has the strength of 600 men. She could rip an entire tree trunk out of the ground if she tried, let alone break that tiny little rope. What if our ropes are just as easy to break in reality? The past hurts, but the beauty of the past is that it is in the past. Let it go. You choose to let your past affect you today, or you choose to live today, in today. Looking forward to your future, you hold the power in that choice every single day. Just like the growing elephant, we learn how to adapt to our surroundings to live within them. We can also unlearn and explore possibilities we never considered before, or didn't think were worth the time to try. There may be a rope around you, but what you choose to believe today about that rope is what matters. Really, it's that simple sometimes. If going in one direction isn't working, stop and step back. You might just step right out of the rope you thought was binding you.